Hey guys, what's up? Clay here, and I'm bringing you the Tower of Giants event, Final Fantasy IV event guide for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. We're going to go over how to beat it with a kind of a free-to-play player team. I'm not going to use any TMs. I'm going to try to build a team based around, what I think you guys could have obtained and characters you guys could plug and play, things like that. Give you the strategies you need to beat a boss, beat all 4 of the bosses, and then the final boss being Golbez at the end. And just break down this event the best way I know to get you guys the information you want. So, the first thing we'll go over is what exactly is the event. It is an exploration event where you go in, you clear beginner, intermediate, advanced, and then pro. And at the very end, you have elite. And it's not like the events before where you would have to go in and collect a bunch of materials and trade them into the King Mog. Instead, this event is you go in, clear it once, get the reward, and get out. We'll go over the rewards that they are. In the beginner stage, you do get Lapis. You get 100 Lapis for beating it on the beginner stage. On the intermediate, you get Dark Helm, defense 20, attack 14. So it's a helm you can put on maybe your tank. Kane, for example, can wear it. Certain DPS or damage dealers can wear it also. You beat the advanced version, you're getting 100 Lapis. And the big bad prize for this dungeon or this event that we can get is the Lilith Rod. It goes on the mage, your mage, undoubtedly the strongest rod in the game that we have right now, Magic 60. It enables Drain, which, I don't know when, maybe we'll have to use that in the future, but the big thing is it's given us 60 magic. People who farm the gravity rod, like myself, this is like double the power, almost double the magic in a way. I think it is actually double the magic. It's close to that. But anyway, so this rod is what you want to go after. So my guide is going to cover how to be elite, but through watching that, you should be able to know how to beat each boss. Because what's going to happen is you're going to go into beginner exploration, and it's only going to have a certain segment of this huge map open, and you're going to have to fight the first boss in there, okay? And that's the end of the exploration. You get your 100 Lapis, and you go to intermediate. You're going to go in there, and you're going to fight the first boss, and, he's a little tougher. Then you're going to have to fight the second boss, and then you're done. Move on to the advanced version. First, second, and third boss. Boom, knock them out, done. Then you go into the pro version where you're gonna have to fight the first boss, move on, second boss, move on, third boss, move on, fight a fourth boss, and then you're done and you get this rod. So that's the, that's what you want to be doing. If you get the rod, congratulations, you should actually be done with the event. But they also added an elite version, which is extremely hard, challenging event. And on top of that, you get a Trust Master Moogle, which you just fuse into whatever unit you want to, and it's going to put that Trust Master up by 10%. So again, like I'm saying, guys, if you can beat Pro, this guide should help you beat Pro also. You're good to go. That rod is the prize for this. So that's what Gumi did for us. They let you guys get the rod at Pro. But Elite, I know a lot of you guys want that Trust Moogle, or at least you want to say you beat Elite. So that's what we're going to go into now, is how to take on Elite, even with a free-to-play, no TM team like that. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the team I developed here for the free-to-play strategy for Elite. Again, you guys can plug and play. I'll give you some examples you guys could do. We'll go over what gear I put on them and what Esper, but the Espers they're somewhat important, but not too important. So as you can see here, my mage is going to be Kefka. As for Kefka, you guys could take Tella. I think Tella is the better choice. I, however, do not have a Tella leveled up. So, Tella came in at 3-star. Kefka's been on 2 banners already, being at 3-star. I think that both of these mages are very accessible to the community. So, you can either take Tella, Kefka, X-Death, anything you have like that. But I went with Kefka because I do have him leveled up. And, I think he's very accessible, coming in at 3-star drop, and it already being on 2 banners. So, next up is COD, Cloud of Darkness. Almost said Call of Duty. Always a joke on my stream, but I chose her because she is a 3-star, she is a barrage user, and she has a Man-Eater. She came in a 3-star base on the Facebook banner, the Facebook banner we had. But, guys, you can replace her with any barrage unit, maybe Chizuru, maybe you have Armios, things like that. You want a physical damage unit that can go in there, similar to her. The thing I do want to say, though, is Man-Eater does stack with, coming from different sources. So, for example, COD does get the Man-Eater passively, and then with Diablos, it's going to give her another Man-Eater, making her do much more damage. So if you do have COD, great. If not, just throw a barrage user in there, that's fine. Moving on, we have Cecil as our tank. You're going to want to tank. I chose Cecil because right now he is on the banner. He is the badass you can get up to 6-star. And now you don't need him at 6-star, but, getting up to 6-star helps. Getting Courage is going to help you beat this. And I think all of you guys should be pulling for Cecil, and you have a very good chance of getting him right now the drop rates seem really good for him. And also he has Golem as your main mage would have Ramu, if I didn't say that before, with Tella or X-Death or Kefka. Moving on, we have our healer, which I'm using Lena. Lena came in on 2 banners, also a 3-star drop. You guys should have her. You know, we want somebody who has Cheer, has Karaja, things like that. That's what we want. We're going to put Shiva on her. And then last but not least, I'm going to use Kane because, you know, he's the big guy everybody's been talking about. Now my Kane, obviously not using TMs, only using things that are available in the game, isn't going to hit as hard as other ones, but you guys probably have Kane from all the times you guys have been summoning, probably got one, but another physical damage dealer also could take his place, or another magic user to do more magic chains. It's really up to you. We're going to go over equipment now, so we're going to go ahead and click on our Kefka, go to equip. And as you can see, I already have the Lilith Rod equipped to him, guys. So I'm going to assume at this point you've gone into Pro and beaten it. That's why you're looking to beat Elite. So you equipped him with the Lilith Rod, circle it. These items and these equips that I'm going to go over, I'm going to tell you a brief description of how to get them. But if you want to go an in-depth explanation about that, just go down to the bottom, click on Exvius Wiki. I have the link down below me, and type in the names of this equipment. It'll tell you in detail where to acquire them from. So the circlet, I think you get that out of the Wind Shrine Exploration, a treasure chest, so not a big deal. Mage Robe I have equipped with them. All players should be able to get Mage Robe. It comes from the Coliseum, okay, guys? And the earrings. Now, you guys might not know about these earrings. They're going to put your magic up by 20%. You're going to be able to get those from the Fat Chocobo by trading in Star Quartz. And after talking with a few people, I'm going to assume that if you've been playing, that's what this guide is for people who've been playing, people who are leveled up, you know, have their team maxed, but, you know, they're still free to play. Not the best TMs. They don't have things like that. That's what I'm going for. I'm not going for the people who don't have max level units. That's not what Elite is for, okay, guys? But anyway, you're going to have enough Star Quartz to get 2 earrings, so I went ahead and went with that. Let's go to abilities. He's going to have magic 10%, magic 10%, magic 10%, and HP 15%. The HP 15% came from another event that came from the past. If you don't have HP 15%, you could also get a Riser TM from friend points and put a HP 10% on him, or just throw another magic 10% on him. I put that on there for durability. The magic 10% come from a silver chest and the Miranda Coast. You get the recipe there, and that's how you get that. So moving on to the next character we have, which is COD. For you, it may be Chizuru or Artemios. If it's Artemios, you know, and Chizuru, you're gonna have different equipment. I can't go over all of that, but essentially, you guys should be able to pick it up from there. I'm just gonna go over the units I'm using in my party. Right now, I have the Lunar Pestle on the COD. The reason for that is it's a great weapon, and you got that from the Mod Cake event. That's something you could have bought there, so that's the weapon I have on her right now. We got the Tiger Mask, which you can get from doing a quest, or you can actually get a recipe now and just make as many Tiger Masks as you want. Boom, easy to get. Black Belt Gi, same thing, recipe. Again, if you need help with any of this, type it in the Exvius Wiki. It'll teach you how to get the recipes and the quest. You can just make as many of those as you want, put that on there. And the 2 hero rings. Hero rings, I have a video covering that all of that. It's completely free to play. It just takes a while to grind out and get them. Now, you may not have them already, but again, this guide, it's elite, so I'm shooting for people who have been playing for a little bit. Going to abilities. Obviously, COD doesn't have any, so until 6 stars, so we're going to go and move on from that. Next, we have our tank, which is Cecil. Yours could be Warrior of Light, you know, Charlotte, things like that. Cecil's just going to be better because we can get him up, or Cecil. I'm going to go with Cecil. I don't know why. It's going to take me a while to fix that. But you're going to want to go with Cecil if you can get him because, you know, he's a 3-star drop. He goes up to 6-star, guys. And that's what's going to be awesome here. And also, if I didn't mention before, in this exploration, it does give you a tiny bit of 6-star materials, you know, from the treasure chest. And once you get those, you're out. So that'll be it. You know, I don't have anything equipped in his hand right now, but I'm going to go ahead and throw something on there. He's not going to be dealing much damage. I'll put the Giant Axe on. But, you know, I put the shield on for the last event that you guys could have got with Undead Killer. It's pretty good for him. So you can put whatever shield you want on him. The Survivor Helm coming from the Coliseum. Just put a helmet on him that is, you know, tanky. You want to build him tanky. Force Armor coming from beating the Demon Chimera in the trial. So you guys should have done that already. And 2 Muscle Belts. Muscle Belt can be obtained, the recipe, just from a chest, just like some other items. You know, just look up Muscle Belt to give you the recipe and where the chest is, things like that. Go into abilities. This is where it's going to get kind of rough for you guys. You're going to have to do a little bit of farming if you don't have these already. Bar Fira, HP 15% or an HP 10% from Riser, whichever one you guys have. Bar Thundara and Bar Ariora. I hope I say that. Bar Ariora. You guys are going to need these for the fights because they do elemental damage, and this right here will give your resistance up, making your team take less damage and making sure you can survive, okay, guys? So this is very important. You know, if you don't have Cecil, you have Tella. You can just put these on Tella. I think Tella can equip these, so that'll be good for you. For me, my team comp, Cecil's the one that's going to be carrying these and casting these, so that's how that's going to work. Moving on over, we have the support, which we have Lena. She's going to have the Golden Staff. which is obtainable from the Colosseum, the Mystery Veil, Colosseum. White Robe, I'm assuming is the Colosseum. I actually can't remember that one, but if you type it in, it's all free to play. You guys can all get it by just grinding in the game and getting rewards. The Jeweled Ring. Now this is important because this ring right here is going to allow you not to get paralyzed, things like that. It's going to null some of the things that the bosses can do to you. That way, excuse me here, let's go back here. That way, you don't have to worry about getting, paralysis and stone. So you're not going to get petrified, and you're not going to get paralyzed. That way you can use Asuna, or maybe use some items to make, and heal your team also, to make sure that's good to go. Then you're going to put the Moonbracer on her. I did, because they do a lot of elemental damage. Moonbracer, you know, that's going to help her by taking damage, because she is really squishy. So that's going to put, shell on her, causing her spirit to be raised, making sure she doesn't take too much damage, okay? And the abilities for her, all spirit 10%, with 1 MP 20%. You guys can look up how to get those, but the spirit 10%, again, just like everything else, comes from a recipe in a treasure chest that's locked up away in an exploration somewhere, most likely. Then we have Cain. You know, I threw the enhancer on him. He does have a lance, you know, special trait where if he has a lance on him, he's going to get like 20% more attack or something like that. But still, none of the lances in the game that are non-elemental, they took away our holy lance, god damn it, but non-elemental. So enhancer is going to be the best thing you can throw on him. Golden shield, enhancer you get from a trial boss. You know, golden shield I think is from the Colosseum. Dark helm from this event, from earlier exploration, one of the very easy ones. I think it's intermediate. You're going to get the dark helm. Black belt gi, again recipe. Hero's ring recipe. Going to abilities, we're going to slap a defense 10%. I think comes from the Colosseum. HP 10% coming from Riser. Attack 10% Colosseum. And HP 10%, another riser. Okay, guys, so that's how I have my team equipped right now. Depending on how you guys want to do it, that's what I have. So there's a lot of mix and matching you guys can do in here, but that's just to show you guys this is my team. It's all like free to play. It's all obtainable if you guys have been grinding, making sure you guys have the equipment, because that's who this guide is for. You know, you guys don't have to kill elite, but, you know, I know you guys want that trust vehicle, so I'm going to do my best to show you guys how to do that. Now, let's move on to going into the elite and going over each boss and the strategy for doing that. Before we jump into the actual fight, I just want to tell you about my item loadout, because items can be very important here, especially if you end up in a bind with the way this stuff goes. You're going to want a Phoenix down. You know, you obtain those throughout the game as rewards, or you could buy them from the shop from the Fat Chocobo for Star Quartz, or you don't really need Phoenix downs if you have a unit with rays, such as like Tella. I'm telling you, Tella for this fight is amazing. You guys are going to want to pick up some unicorn horns, and all these items can be bought from shops. So unicorn horn, you want that to get rid of paralysis, because that may happen to a lot of your units, and having that just in your items here so anybody can use on the fly is very important. Gold needle, these guys do petrify you at times, so having everybody being able to use gold needles to get rid of that will be nice. Echo herbs, you do get silence sometimes, so echo herbs are going to get rid of that silence and help you out. And you do want a tent with you guys, because the tent will raise you up before you have to fight Golbez after taking down the 4 bosses. So I just wanted to lay that out there. You want that item, you know, roll out. That's what you want to take with you, just to be sure you're ready for any kind of craziness that may happen in the dungeon. Alright guys, so now we're sitting here on the screen. We're going to go ahead and click Elite. That's what we're going into, and this is the big point here. I had a lot of debate, like what am I going to do? You know, how do I determine what kind of friend somebody can take with them, right? So like, you know, I think most of you guys should have a lightning friend. If you do not have a lightning friend, you guys can go to some boards like the Reddit board, some Facebook groups, ask for a lightning friend. I'm sure you guys can find one. But after talking to my stream, talking to some people on Reddit, having a lightning friend with at least 475, 450 attack isn't that out of the realm here. So we're gonna go through, we're gonna find us a lightning friend, which we have one here in Godzilla. He has 448 attack, which is an Omega super OP well lightning. You know, this is a normal lightning. So we're gonna click into this. Is something you guys gotta look at. Honestly, we wanted this lightning to have Diabolos on her because of the man killer passive, but since it doesn't, that's okay. We need to look at equipment though, and it has Enhancer and Murasame. This is very important, guys, because you don't want them to have the Churi-Jiradin. Churi-Jiradin, some of these guys do resist fire, okay? So you don't use Churi-Jiradin. I know it was an awesome weapon you guys got from the last, you know, little event, but you guys don't want that. You don't want that on your lightning friend. You're going to take it. Let's look at abilities. We have attack 10%, defense 10%, defense 10%, defense 10%. So, you know, maybe we were looking for a barrage in here. You guys go find the best lightning you can, but this seems like a pretty good lightning. The only thing I would want to change about this is that he, instead of the Ifrit, it would have the man killer passive on it to go in there and fight the bosses, because they're all, you know, people. So I'm going to look through here and see if I can find another one. So here's another one, and Wesley has 470. You know, that's hitting my cap here. We'll go to equipment. Excalibur, you know, enhancer. This is kind of like not a welled out one, but it's okay. And it has Barfira. We're gonna go ahead and go with this one, I think, mostly because, you know, it does have Excalibur, which you guys may fight me on, but, you know, it has Diablos. Well, I think it's a level 5 Diablos 2-star, so it probably has the Man Killer passive. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and click that and move on. And depart. Another thing I need to go over here, guys, is to make sure you guys have your items that I talked about earlier, you know, in your stash, okay? These items could save you later in the game. They're pretty cheap, and you guys can get them really easy. So moving on, all we have to do here is walk up, and the way Elite's gonna work is we're gonna fight all 4 bosses at once, and then we have to fight the last boss. So we get a break. That's where we're gonna use our tent. That's where we're gonna heal up our team. So we're just gonna keep going. And another thing I want to say, guys, is I'm going to run back and forth here. Take auto limit break off, which I may not have off here. I'm going to make sure I do that. So, guys, you guys want to have auto limit break off. I know you guys like to have that on. I do too. And we're going to go to options. We're going to scroll down and find auto limit break. We're going to turn that off. The reason we do that is we want to have our limit breaks for the battle, not for, you know, just auto doing it. So then we're just going to click auto, try to build up our limit breaks. We're trying to build up our limit breaks on the way to the bosses. That way we can use our limit breaks against these bosses to help us out. That's why we take auto limit break off. So we'll continue here, moving on down. Now, this is going to be a kind of a longer video, and I do apologize, but I have a lot to say, you know. You guys can skip around it all you want to, all you need to. Things like that. But like I said, for now, this part's going to be skipped over a little bit because all I'm going to do is build limit breaks. So you guys build limit break, and I'll see you guys at the bosses, okay? I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so now we're almost at the start of the boss fights for Elite, and I made a mistake. I didn't bring a Phoenix down with me, and that's going to be a key factor in fighting this boss we're about to fight. So I had to go back out, get the Phoenix down, buy it with Star Quartz from the Fat Chocobo. And now, that's why Tell is so much better, guys, than Kefka. He has Rays, so Rays or Phoenix down is going to be important later. But, so as you can see, I just want to show you guys, I'm still using the same characters. We are using a different lightning. 448 attack. Equipment is the enhancer at Mirasame, you can see here, and then moving on over. Nothing too crazy. Just showing you guys real quick again that these are the same units. Nothing crazy. So you guys can like pause the video if you guys want to check me. But I just wanted to make sure nobody thought, well, he just switched out and made all his characters different. Because that's not how it went down. Just obviously no abilities on COD, just real quick. And Kefka sitting there with the same abilities, same stuff stacked on him. So now we're gonna go up here, and as you move up, since hostile presence, again, guys, we're gonna fight 4 bosses in a row. Then we're gonna have to fight, you know, the big man himself, and Golbez. So they come around, they start talking to you. The first boss is a joke, but we'll go over him real quick. You know, he's really easy. All you guys have to do is cast Rays, or you know, let's see if I can say his name right. Scarmiglione. This guy right here, you can beat him some other way, but there's no reason to. It makes the fight harder. You're just going to use a Phoenix down on him or raise him. And the way you're going to do that is I'm going to have my Lena go ahead and go smack like this. Select the Phoenix down, select target, it's selecting him, go ahead and click on him, then just have Lena cast it. And bam, already beat the first boss, guys. That's how easy it was. So boom, we're already making good progress here. Dang, we're already through it. Now, again, you don't get a break, can't heal up, can't do anything else. We're on to the next boss. And Rubicante. Now, Rubicante, this guy's fire boss, so he's gonna be resist to fire, but he's gonna have some elemental weaknesses, some blizzard, things like that. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is you're gonna have if you have a Tele, you're gonna have your Tele cast it. For me, it's my Cecil. I'm gonna find Barfira, and I'm gonna cast it on first turn. Then I'm gonna have my Lena also go ahead and cast Cheer. Okay, guys, and I'm gonna cast both of those. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to chain with my Lightning with Ice Blitz. So with my Blizzaga. Now I might not get this right the first time, guys. Again, I'm not perfect, but you guys are going to want to try to chain Ice Blitz with that. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and hit Ice Blitz, and when it starts casting, I'm going to go ahead and cast my Blizzaga there. Boom, hopefully an elemental change, which I don't know if it will. I messed it up, so we lost some damage there, but that's alright. We hit him, and then we're going to go ahead and have our COD or your Barrage user cast Barrage. And then I'm going to have Kane do his most damaging ability, which is Jump. For you, it may be another Barrage unit, or it may be another Mage, which you just have Blizzaga chain with him, okay, guys? So here's our first turn. We'll knock it out right here, and we'll see how much damage we can get. Maybe we get him to halfway. He will transform once he gets to 50%, and him or her, I'm not sure. I think it's a him. It looks like a him. So we'll have to see what happens after that. But again, I'm doing this on the video here. So Kefka took a lot of damage there. We got a cover to happen, and Kane just dropped down. So we got lucky. Normally for me, Kefka dies right there. He's really squishy. He normally dies right there, but he didn't, which is amazing for us. So what we're going to move on to do is we want to heal up our team. We have our fire on us, so that's going to help us. So essentially what that guy just did was he cast a big fire spell, and then he like started hitting our units, right? He started physical attacking our units. If you have Tella, right? If you have Tella, you can cast Bar Fire on Tella, and then you can just have your tank, Cecil, or whatever cast Provoke from Golem. So that's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and hit him up, and I'm going to cast Provoke, so that now Provoke will make it hit Cecil instead, so we'll do that. We'll go ahead and cast Karaja from Lena. That should heal up our team pretty well, help us out here. Cast Karaja, heal everybody up. Kane has to take a turn off because that's how jump works. And then we're going to have Cloud of Darkness, cast Barrage, and then we'll have our mages and our lightning do the ice attack. So we'll have Kefka do Blizzaga, and then we'll have lightning go ahead and cast the Ice Blitz. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to chain this a little bit better this time, so I'm going to hit it, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit that, see if it'll chain together. This is kind of a little difficult for me. Did it happen? No, we didn't get the elemental chain anyway, but I think this time we're going to take him down. Depending on your attack, you know, how much damage you're going to do, he is going to transform. When he does transform, he, you know, he'll open up his coat, he'll do a massive attack to you, going to do a lot of AoE fire damage. He hits pretty hard, so you might have somebody die, but you just want to finish him off with some Blizzaga because he is weak to ice, and there you go, bust him out. So that's how that first fight goes. That's how you want to take him on. Then we'll move on to the next fight, which is Cognazo. Hope I'm saying that right, Cognazo. Now this guy right here, you know, he isn't that hard to deal with in a way. Normally you could take Bar Watera instead of that HP 50% and use that, but we're gonna make him not be able to use water spells anyway. So first thing I'm gonna do here is cast another Cheer, which is good for us. We're gonna cast Cheer, and we're gonna cast Provoke with our healer because we don't have to, or our tank, because we don't have to cast a you know, a aura spell to stop some elemental damage. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we're gonna smack him with some ice damage, I do believe. So we're gonna hit him with some ice damage, just like Blizzaga chain again, and then with Kane or your other mage, or do whatever. So as we can see here, I'm gonna take Kefka. I'm gonna go ahead and use Blizzaga on him. If I can find it. There it is. And then we're going to go to lightning. We're going to try to chain it this time. I know I keep messing it up. I just haven't had much practice with it. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. But if you guys really want to bear down and make sure you guys get this done, you guys are going to have these chains. They're very important. It's way more damage. So we're going to go ahead and use Barrage. So we'll go ahead and knock this out of the park. And then we're going to hit lightning. We'll wait a couple seconds and we'll hit Kefka. We're going to hope we can chain this together. I'm unsure if it will. Looks like we didn't get the chain again. I apologize about that, guys. I'm trying to hit it up pretty good. And as you can see, this guy's going to just start auto-attacking people, casting Silence. That's another thing you have to worry about here, is that he will cast spells on your dudes. Now that he's after 50%, what he'll do is he'll start charging up a water, like, he hasn't done it yet, it hasn't procced it yet because I knocked him below 50% before his turn happens, but essentially on his turn, if I don't kill him now, which you guys might not be able to, he's going to start charging up his water shield, which will take a lot of less damage, and he'll put a bunch of buffs on himself. So right now, as you can see, if you hold over him, he has no buffs on him, but he will do that. And if he does do that to you guys, what you want to do is you want to have your Lena or your Cecil, whichever one, cast Dispel, removes all status effects for one enemy. So this guy does buff himself, so you want to put that on him. Also, he'll have like this water shield, and if you don't break it off, he'll do massive water damage to your team. How do you break it off? Elemental damage. You want to hit him up with those Blizzagas, the Frost Strike, things like that, Frost Blitz or whatever. That's what you want to do. But since we don't have to do that, I'm going to go ahead and hit Asuna on my Cecil. That way it gets rid of his silence. So boom, we'll get our Cecil unsilenced. Then we're going to go ahead and use Karaja from our Cecil. That's why I like Cecil here, guys. He can also heal your team up. He's like a second healer. So he's going to go ahead and heal up. Boom, heal our team back up, and then we're just going to go to town and try to take him down. Maybe we won't be able to kill him here because Arcane isn't doing damage, and I'll be able to show you guys how to dispel things like that when he gets buffs. So Blizzaga, maybe this time we can freaking chain it. Come on! But I'm not sure. And Barrage. So here we go. We'll hit with lightning first, wait for it to go off, then hit a Blizzaga. Maybe it'll chain this time. Oh, elemental chain, we got it. And then we'll hit with the Cloud of Darkness, and we'll see if we can kill it. So we did. So through using that, we did kill it off. You guys may not kill it there. Again, remember, guys, that he will get some buffs on him. You can dispel them off of him. Get rid of that because you don't want to deal with that. And also get an ice barrier that you guys will have to deal with. You'll have to kill it off before he does his massive AoE attack. But if you follow what I've told you, these guys should be no big deal for you, even with the team that I have with me right now. So moving on to the person right before... You know, this is my favorite person out of all of them. Right before Golbez is Barbaricia? I'm sorry, I don't know the name. I will be playing Final Fantasy IV soon on stream, but So for this person, they don't really have any resistances that you can take advantage of. You're essentially just going to go in here and, you know, just try to beat the shit out of her before she takes you down. So, Cecil or your Tella, whoever has the bar spells, we're going to go down and go ahead and have Bar Aeriora on us because she is going to do wind damage. So we're going to hit up with that. We're going to have Lena cast a cheer on us because, again, that does put up our attack, but it also puts up our defense, guys. It's having us put our defense up. I'm going to go ahead and try to use Lightning's crushing blow here. If you read, damage and reduce lightning resistance for one enemy. So they don't really have a weakness, but we can reduce the lightning on resistance on this boss, and maybe our lightning damage from our mages can do more. So we'll go ahead and use crushing blow. We'll use barrage, and then we'll use Kane's jump. Again, whatever you guys have. You guys do your most powerful abilities. And after I do all that, that's when I'll use Kefka's Thundaga because the resist will be down. So we'll go ahead and click on all these, see what happens, see how much damage we can do. We'll let that go through. And then after that, because the lightning resist should be down, we'll go ahead and cast Thundaga here. Try to do as much damage as we can. And this boss is going to hit us back hard. You guys can see what she's going to do to us here. Smack our dudes around. She actually petrified our lightning, but we're in luck because we brought those golden needles from before, right? So what we're gonna have is we're gonna go ahead and go over to Lena. We're gonna have Lena go ahead and use a golden needle. Actually, that's the wrong way. Make sure you go to items, golden needle, cure an ally, petrify, knock her out, get her out unpetrified so she can fight in the battle. Go to Cecil again. That's why Cecil's so good here, guys. Get him to Courage. My Cecil's not even level 100. I think he's like level 82. He also could have focus here, guys, and be messing with this, but he's only level 82. We're gonna go ahead and use Courage. And then we're going to hit him up with the, because we used Crushing Blow before, remember the lightning resistance down. So I'm going to try to chain a, I'm going to attempt to chain a Spark Strike, what is it called? Electric Blows, excuse me, with Kefka's Thundaga, and then we're just going to use Barrage and see if we can take it down, essentially. So, again, they have a chance to petrify, silence, they're going to hit you really hard, but if you follow what I'm doing here, guys, you should be able to take it down. A lot of this might be RNG. Like, for example, this boss could have smacked the shit out of Lena like 2 or 3 times, killed her, and then we got to start the whole fight over, guys. But we're getting kind of lucky here, which is all you can hope for sometimes. So we're going to hit that off, go ahead and cast Thundaga, see if we can get an elemental chain going on, which looks like we missed it. And then we're just going to hope for the best and see if our... So she's transformed now, and she will do her biggest attack here. Her Maelstrom is really powerful. That's why you guys have to make sure you have Aurora on. After they get locked down so much, all of them transform. If she transforms, she's going to cast a Aurora. I can't say it correctly. It's Maelstrom, but it's essentially like a huge attack here with wind, and it can really hurt you. Again, lightning is now petrified. One of the things you guys are going to have to deal with a lot in this fight is that things are going to get, you know, taken down like that. But again, we're prepared for this. We're going to go ahead and hit with Lena's Golden Needle. Get her unpetrified, boom. Doesn't, you know, for whatever money we had. Go ahead and use Cecil's Courage just in case. I think we're going to take it down, but just in case, we're going to use Courage. If the fight's going to go longer, and you don't want your Aurora to fall off, you know, the thing that's blocking the wind damage, because she will hit you pretty hard. So go ahead and use that right here. Cure up our team. We're gonna have Lightning cast the Spark Strike again, or I keep calling it Spark Strike. Electric Blizz. We'll have Kane do our jump. Obviously, like for you guys are probably already having this person do more than that. We'll have Cloud of Darkness use Barrage, and then we'll have our Kefka go ahead and use Thundaga, and that should be it, guys. We should have this boss down. We're ready for Golbez, which is super RNG, but we'll get into that later. We'll just go boom. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just knock it out right here. I think we're gonna be able to take Barbarixia down. God, that name is hard for me to say. I don't know why. So, looking down at this, if you guys didn't know, I'm on my phone, so that's how I'm recording this. And down she goes. We took down these bosses. We lived. Normally when I'm doing this, my Kefka's dead. So, I think we're getting kind of lucky here. So, now I'm gonna go ahead and head up to Golbez. Before you go to Golbez, though, what are we gonna do, guys? We're gonna go to menu, we're gonna go to items, and we're gonna use a tent, okay? Bloop. And now everybody's full HP, full MP, ready to fight, okay, guys? So, I'm gonna walk up to Golbez, I'll see you then, and we'll try to take down this boss. It is kind of RNG, so let's hope for the best, guys. This is gonna be crazy. Alright, guys, so we're at Golbez. Hopefully you guys believe me on the whole, you know, this is their same team, because I'm not gonna click on the menu or whatever. You guys will see when we go in here. The lighting obviously isn't changed, so let's fight him. Golbez is a bitch, I'll tell you guys that right now. This guy... He has a chance to cast Death. He will cast Death on you after he gets after 50%, I do believe, which literally is a half shot to kill all of your people. So he gets down to 50% health, and then he's going to cast an AoE Death spell that's like half chance to kill your dudes off, which sucks. He can paralyze your dudes. He can confuse your dudes. You have a chance of him either casting, I think, a fire spell or a thunder spell. So like whichever Thundara or Bar Fire you use, it's like kind of up in the air. But we're going to try to get through this and get lucky. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and take Lena, and we're going to cast Cheer like we always do, because we want our defense up for our team. We're going to cast Cheer. We're going to go to Cecil, and we're going to take a guess. You guys use, or whoever you guys use, you can think whatever you want to use. I'm going to guess. I want to take less thunder damage. I'm going to go ahead and use Thundara. We're going to see if that works out for us. And as far as kicking his ass, guys, you just need to go in there and do it. You can chain. Element of chaining is always the best. He's not really, you know, he's not really weak to much, so I'm going to use Thundaga. But then I'm going to use Crushing Blow first, guys, so I'm going to try to lower down his lightning resist. That way, later, I can start using Spark Strike, see if that works better for me. Kane's going to use Jump, and this is I'm just excited, guys. You know, sometimes he hits you and knocks out your whole fucking team. We'll see. We do have Limit Breaks here that we can use, but I'm going to wait till the next turn, essentially, because with Lena, I would have used hers to buff up my magic, but, you know, Lena's got to cast that Cheer first. So what we're going to do, guys, is use Crushing Blow and Jump and all that. Hit him hard, hit him where it hurts. After Crushing Blow is over, since his resist should be down now, see how that has it over his head, he's resist down. We're going to go ahead and cast Thundaga, and here we go. How many people? Oh, we got lucky. It was lightning. It was lightning. Oh, shit. All right, so as you can see, half of our team's dead. Kefka's gone. Call of Darkness is gone. We do have Kane, Lena, Cecil, and Lightning left. The problem here is we have Lightning as paralyzed. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to get rid of that paralysis. I'm going to go ahead. I'm trying to think here what I want to do. So you guys are going to have to think of this on your own. He's going to cast Death. If we don't, you know, if we don't make it through this, if we don't kill him by the end of this, which I don't think so, because we're going to have Lightning doing damage, he's going to cast Death. There's going to be 50% chance. He might just lose the game right there, guys. So we're going to go in. We're going to have Lena. We're going to get rid of this paralysis with the Unicorn Horn that I told you guys to get earlier. Go ahead and cast it on there. Boom. Bring Lightning back up. I don't think I have to cast a heal here, and I could be wrong, and I'll talk about it after the video if we fail, because, you know, if I fail, you guys are just gonna have to keep going. This is the best guide I can give you, but I don't think I have to cast Cure, and I'll tell you guys why. He's supposed to cast Death at 50%, and I think that's it. So if he casts Death at 50%, our characters are gonna die in one way or another. You know, maybe they won't, maybe they will. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just cast this Limit Break here, which is gonna put up our, it's gonna buff us pretty good. Boost attack, defense, spirit. Boom, we're gonna do that, make us hit harder, make us take less damage after the Death is over. And since his lightning resist should be down, we're gonna go with the electric blitz, and we're gonna wait for that buff to get put on us, and then we're gonna use electric blitz. We'll see what happens, guys. How much damage can we do? How much damage? Okay, so he's not gonna die, so he's gonna cast Death. Come on, guys, can we do it? Can we do this? Or are we dead? Oh, so he killed lightning, and we only have Cecil and Lena left. This is gonna be really rough here. If you have Phoenix Downs, you can raise someone up. And I think that's what I'm going to do here to try to beat this. I'm unsure if it's even going to happen or if it's even going to be good to do that. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go over here. We're going to use a Phoenix Down or a Lightning. Bring our Lightning back to life. And we're going to have, after we do that, so we're going to Phoenix Down our Lightning. You guys may have Raise, things like that. Remember, you guys, you can't continue here. And then we're just going to have Lena cast the good old, shit, not an item. We're going to have Lena cast a Kuraja and see if it can help us out. We got kind of lucky there that, well, I mean, Lightning died, so that sucks. I think it killed Kane too, actually. So it killed Kane and Lightning, so it's kind of like a 50% wipe there, but... So we're going to use Kuraja, try to get our units back up to life so they don't die from this, and we'll see what happens here. We got paralyzed again. Lightning got hurt pretty bad, Lightning's dead. And Lena's the only one alive, and Cecil is paralyzed. So, pretty rough here, pretty rough. Let's see here. Can we come back from this? I mean, we can, but like at this point, it's like wasting Phoenix Downs. But I'll try to do this because it's a video. If I fail here, guys, as you can see, it's kind of RNG, so you guys need to go back and just keep trying. So we'll go to Lena. I have done it with this team before. It's just kind of rough. So what we'll do here is we'll get rid of the paralysis on our Cecil, like so. Then we'll have Cecil cast Phoenix Down, and we'll just hope to live, I guess. Like, I'm not really sure how I want to do this. Phoenix Down on Lightning. Bring her back to life and hope that Golbez doesn't kick her ass again. Maybe we'll just live through this. Anybody living? Come on. Stop hitting us. Stop it. Alright, so Lightning lived. Lena lived, okay? At this point, I think I'm going to try to do Lightning's Limit Break. I think it might hit harder than Crushing Blow or Spark. Lena is just gonna have to use Kiraja. I guess she's out of MP. This is great. Great for the video. Restore HP and boost magic. Let's do that. And then we're gonna go ahead and have lightning hit him with the limit break and see how hard we can get. Oh man, that wasn't very much health. Maybe I should just use Kiraja. Army of one, let's go. Go, Army of one, go! Resist, no! Resisted the defense down, but we'll see how much this does. Which doesn't look like it was very much. And what is he gonna do now? Drain. Maybe he'll just not kill lightning. Okay, and we got game over, guys. So, you can see that this fight is kind of RNG. I almost took it down. Obviously, I have taken it down before. I have tested his team. It's 100% possible. But, I mean, it's kind of good that I failed here just to show you guys that it is really hard to do it with a 5-star team. It is, but it's doable. As you can see, it's definitely doable. I want you guys to get in there and try it out. You know, have a Tella making the raids easier, making the attempts easier. And that's pretty much how it's going to be. A couple other things I want to touch on here is don't get too upset about it. Don't get too upset if you do lose, because like me, like here, I've lost, and I'm just going to post the guide anyway. It was like RNG. Remember that he does a lot of things differently, a lot of things strangely, and hitting us with that death with a 50% chance to die, he killed both of our damage dealers, which is the worst thing that could have happened. Well, I guess the worst thing that happened is the whole team died, but you know, essentially, if he would have killed, let's say, Cecil and Kane, you know, we have Lena and Lightning, so we don't have to worry about doing that Phoenix down, all that shit like that. We could just heal up Lightning, attack him, heal up Lightning, attack him, heal up Lightning, attack him, and hopefully gotten through that way. But guys, if you guys, this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. That's essentially how to beat these bosses, how to take them down, and hopefully you guys can beat it yourselves. I did it on stream yesterday, so you know, best of luck to you guys out there. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions. Hopefully you guys you know, you're probably gonna have a lot of questions about this, how to beat it. But you guys remember, you guys don't have to beat Elite, and subscribe for future content. Thank you guys so much for watching this. It was definitely fun building this team. Sorry I had to fail on the whole video here, but again, it's definitely doable. And best of luck to all you guys. We'll see you later.